Good morning and happy Friday, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it is that special time of the morning where I get to vlog and talk about whatever it is I want to talk about. But before I jump into today's topic, let me just say I did not make it to the gym this morning. My alarm went off at like 10:30 last night, and I thought I was hitting the snooze button, but obviously I did not hit the snooze button. I hit the end button. So when I woke up, my alarm was going off again, and it was 6 in the morning. So I did not make it to the gym, but you know what? It's all good. I can go a little later because today is Memorial Day. It starts the Memorial Day weekend, and we were told yesterday in a staff meeting that everybody can leave 3 hours early. Now, in the past, if you telework like I do on every Friday and every Monday, that didn't apply to you. But now the rules have changed, and so everybody gets to leave, stop work 3 hours early. So I'm thinking I will log off at 12:30, go grab some lunch, and I'm done for the rest of the day. So I might just slide on over to World Goals Gym and just do my bench program and roll on out. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Right now, that's the plan. We'll see how that works. So, anyhow, I hope everyone had a productive week. My week was very, very busy. Let me just say that it was very busy, but very productive. But I am so thankful that today is Friday, and I don't have to think about work until Tuesday, because Monday's a holiday. Now, let's jump right on into today's topic, which I had to write down because I know I was going to forget, and it is, you can't change what you won't acknowledge. Now, before I go into my topic, if y'all see me squinting, this sun is just, it's intense. Can I say that? And I was going to pull my sun visor down, but I realized if I do that, then guess what? It blocks you all. So I'll just have to deal with it. Anywho, so like I said, today we're talking about what you can't change what you won't acknowledge. So that can encompass a lot of things. You can't change your weight if you won't acknowledge that you need to lose weight or get healthy in general. You can't fix your relationship if you won't acknowledge that there is a problem. You can't fix your home life if you don't acknowledge that there's a problem. Your husband or your wife is acting a plum fool. Your kids are acting like they've lost their natural mind. But if you don't acknowledge it, you can't fix it, right? You can't fix your job situation if you don't acknowledge that A, you need a job, and B, the one you have is causing you too much stress. Y'all see where I'm going with this? You can't fix a lot of things because we will not acknowledge them, and it's sad. And we act like if I don't admit that something's wrong, it'll go away. No, it doesn't. It does not. It just prolongs the inevitable, because at some point in time you will have to acknowledge that thing, whatever it may be. So I think it's better to do it sooner rather than later. So I want you guys to stop pretending. You know, we live in a world full of pretenders, and I can't think of the group that had this song and it talked about being the great pretender. I think it was. I may have made that up, but I don't think I did. There's a group. I know I've heard that song before, and I don't recall who the group is. So if you know, let me know. But we become great pretenders, and we pretend that everything is good when it really isn't. And I don't understand why we do that. And it's all really because we don't want to acknowledge what's really going on. So I want to encourage you guys today, stop doing that. Stop doing it, because again, you cannot fix what you won't acknowledge. You can't. If you are in a relationship and you suspect that your man or your woman is messing around on you, guess what, sweetie? Not saying anything because you don't want to upset him or her, it doesn't make it go away. You're just choosing to ignore it. But you know in your heart of hearts that something's not quite right. You need to acknowledge that stuff. Y'all stop doing it. And I can be honest with you and say that there was a time when I was that person that I didn't want to acknowledge things, because I've never been one for confrontation. I don't really care for confrontation. Oh, but honey, let me tell y'all a little secret. Ever since I got into powerlifting, I don't mind confrontations. I don't necessarily like them, but I don't mind. If I have to confront you about something, honey, I'm going to do it with my chest lifted. You hear what I say? Because I'm not going to continue to go through life allowing anybody to walk all over me, allowing anybody to treat me in any way other than I deserve to be treated. I'm just not doing it. So I'm encouraging you guys today, stop pretending that things aren't happening, or stop pretending that you're happy with things in your life, regardless of how big or small it is, and start acknowledging it. Open your mouth and say something. Okay? Open your mouth and say something. And it doesn't matter what it is, no matter how big or small. It doesn't matter if it's in your personal life, your home life, your work life, your church life, whatever it is. If it's something that you don't like, open your mouth and say something, because you cannot fix what you will not acknowledge. You know, it's the other day I saw somebody on Facebook. Someone had posted something about people and their weight, getting to a healthy weight or something other. And it's always that one person has to say, but my man loves all of this. I'm sure he does. He should love it. If he loves you, he should love all of that. However, you're not acknowledging that you need to lose weight is a problem. I remember when Monique, the comedian, she used to do her little stand-up skits, and she was talking about skinny girls being the devil and, you know, all these ugly things that she said for laughs, which I'm sorry, I just didn't find funny at all. To make overweight women feel good about themselves. I'm thinking, so we're putting down women who are average height or skinny, or I mean not average height, average size or skinny, or whatever term adjective you want to use. So we're going to put them down for laughs, all because you have people that need to lose weight, but they won't acknowledge that they need to lose weight. Why? Because Monique said, honey, you big and beautiful. You don't have to change for anybody. No, that's not what we're going to do. That's not what we're going to do. We have to acknowledge. And then the light bulb went off. The light bulb went off, and she acknowledged that she needed to take care of herself. And so I'm thinking, yeah, but you talked all that trash before, so now all of a sudden we singing a different tune, right? Anyway, but again, you have to acknowledge stuff. If you're on your job, and y'all know I talk about this quite often, and you're not being appreciated, you need to acknowledge that. Stop sitting back acting like it's all good in the neighborhood, because it's not. You're being passed over for promotions, you're being passed over for opportunities, and people don't value you, so you can't keep acting like, you know, it's okay. It's not okay. Acknowledge that thing. If you're in a relationship with someone who's abusive towards you, be it physically or verbally or a combination of both, stop acting like it's okay. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. Do something about it. And then, you know, God forbid that you dare to stay, get your tail on up out of there. Okay? Because that's a no-no in my book. You start slinging around words and throwing hands, it's time for me to go. Because, you know, one of us is going to end up 6 feet under, and I can promise you won't be me. So, I'm just saying, you've got to acknowledge it, because acting like it doesn't exist does not make it go away. It does not. So, that's all I have, you guys. I just really want you all to start acknowledging things, because you cannot fix it if you won't acknowledge it, all right? And it's just that simple. It is that simple. And I know, like I said, I know and I understand, I get it. Not everybody likes having to confront people about things, but you have to. If you're that kind of person and you don't like to confront people about stuff, and you walk around and you allow people to hurt you, to disrespect you, to make you feel less than, I need you to stop doing that. Effective now. Effective now. Stop doing that. Because it serves you no purpose, okay? It serves you no purpose at all. And besides, you deserve better. So acknowledge whatever it is that's going on in your life, and then come up with a plan to fix it. It's as simple as that. Now, you might be saying, well, Michelle, it's not that simple. Well, it really is. You've got to acknowledge it. Think it through first now. Think it through first, and then acknowledge whatever it is that's not making you happy in your life, and then devise a plan to fix it. If your man is not acting right or your woman is not acting right, you sit down and you have a come to Jesus meeting with y'all. And if you know me, then you know I love having come to Jesus meetings. That's when we sit down and put it all on the table. Look, this is what it is. I'm not happy with it. Something needs to change. Because if it's not going to change, Michelle is out. I'm not doing this. You've got to acknowledge it. Because if you don't acknowledge it, all it's going to do, it's either going to stay the same or it's going to get worse. And at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to continue to be unhappy, not them. Okay? So that's all I have, you guys. I'm going to get on in here, do what I need to do. So I can grab some nourishment, get back home. Thank God I don't have to log on to work until 8 o'clock. And I still have about 45 minutes or so to get everything done that I need to do and get logged in, start my work day. But I just wanted to drop that little information on you about acknowledging stuff. And again, I don't care how big, I do care. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, acknowledge those things that you need to acknowledge. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. You guys have no idea. Every time I get a notice of a new subscriber, you just have no idea how excited I get. See, I'm acknowledging that thing. But I get so excited, and I'm just so thankful that what I do helps other people. I'm thankful for the emails that I get. For those of you that know me, the text messages that I get, the inbox messages that I get on my other social media platforms, thanking me for all that I do, thanking me for sharing, and thanking me for helping you all figure out whatever it is that you need to figure out. That stuff just makes me feel so good inside, and that's what keeps me going. Because honestly, sometimes I get tired. I do. I get tired when you have to there's two birds fighting over here. When you have to come up with content for your YouTube channel, it can be tiresome. It can be a lot sometimes, but the payoff is what drives me to keep going. So again, thank you all. I can't thank you enough. And always remember, go to my website, Michelle with 2 L's is makingithappen.com, and I'm gonna leave it in the description box. And under my thank you tab, I do have travel certificates there. Please make sure you get yours. I think right now I have the travel certificates to Las Vegas, as well as the hotel and air for 2. And I know y'all been promising y'all for the longest time I'm gonna get the other certificates up, because I do have hotel stays. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 night hotel stays. So I probably won't be bothered with the 1 night. Well, I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I could. I am definitely going to get that stuff get that uploaded today, so that I can have it ready for you guys, because I want you to get your travel certificates. With travel season is here, you guys. Travel season is here, and I bet you most of y'all haven't even made your vacation plans, but that's all right. Go check out my First Class Travel Service tab, where I have tons of videos talking about destinations that you might want to check out. So please be sure to check that out. I'll link that in the description box as well. Again, thank you all so very much. I love you. I love you to the moon and back, and you know the drill. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, absolutely nothing, because I'm going to love you anyhow. I'm going to love you when you're up. I'm going to love you when you're down. I'm going to love you when you're going through. I'm going to love you when you're coming out. I'm going to love you even when you don't deserve to be loved. I'm going to love you when nobody else loves you. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? When I say I love you, that comes from the heart. That comes from the heart. I love each and every one of you. Have a wonderful, fabulous Friday. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, because it's going to be warm today. I think all weekend, actually. But get your water in. Get your exercise in, because I will get mine in later on today. And make sure you're eating right. And don't forget to acknowledge those things that you need to acknowledge, because you can't change it if you won't acknowledge it. Until next time, take care.